Oh yeah! What is up, everybody? How is it going? How's it going? I am Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and today we are talking a little Scream 6. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. How's it going, guys? Tree is here. What's up, Tree? How's it going? Watching Terrifier 2 right now. Nice! Enjoy! That just came out today for our friends across the pond, so very exciting stuff. Hope you guys are enjoying that. I can't wait to hear all of your guys' takes. Extron is talking about Scream 6. There's so many options to choose from on who the killers can be. Some people are going for the most obvious answers like Samara Weaving and Josh Segarra, but really it could be anyone. Absolutely, Extron, and that is what is so exciting about a brand new Scream film. All right, I gotta change the music because it's a little distracting. Holy crap, I can't wait. Biss is saying, do you think Mark Hoffman is alive? Yes, probably. I mean, you know, at this point, sure. Like with the news that John Kramer's coming back, I mean, anything is possible. I think genuinely. I don't know if John Kramer's going to be alive, if it's going to be flashbacks again or not. But man, I really think anything can happen in Saw X. I think it's going to be crazy. So I'm excited. Lean On is asking Devin Nakata or Liana Liberato. I don't know. I don't know about those two. I have a feeling Devin Nakata is going to be the opening kill. Like, just looking at the cast, which I'll list out and we'll talk about in a second here. I don't know why. I just, she's lower build than everybody else. We didn't see much of her on sets. I mean, I guess there's a fair argument for that with Samara Weaving too, but I just feel like she has a little more star power, that she might be in the movie for a little longer. I don't know. That's a good question, though. Holy crap, and Omni's throwing 20 bucks in there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Omni432. We talk about horror icons, but I want to show love for our future horror. Oh, well, thank you so much, Omni. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. That is so sweet. Wow, 20 bucks right out the gate. We're not even 4 minutes into the stream. Thank you so much, Omni432. I appreciate you a whole lot. Thank you, man. Holy crap. That's crazy support. I really appreciate that kind of generosity. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Leo is saying your zombie shirt is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I fucking love Zombie. Zombie kicks ass. Shaka Swan is here. What's up? Howdy. Ripjaw is here with a dope fucking profile picture. I think Tony and Samara. Ooh. I can't argue with that. I mean, I can see that. Samara Weaving is very sus. Very sussy baka. The Keggy is saying Samara Weaving is 100% one of the killers. I can't argue with that. I think she would be an awesome killer. For sure. Craig is here. I can't wait to see the movie when it comes out next year, and I wonder who the villain is, and I can't wait to see who the main lead actress is going to be. Definitely Melissa Barrera, I would imagine. Her and Tara, I'm sure, are going to share the spotlight. It's going to be cool. Danny's here. What's up? Terrifier 2 was brutal as fuck. Nice. Just watched, yeah, we got a lot of people watching Terrifier 2 for the first time. Nice. I hope you guys are enjoying. Austin's here. What's up? Stupid Fizz is here. I love that profile picture. Nice. Sorry if the stream's lagging. Hopefully that won't happen for too long. Yurdy G is here. Hell yeah. What up, Captain Jake the Genius? Thanks, man. They need to kill the Jigsaw storyline. Evil should have died. That's fair. It's totally out of control at this point. You know, I can't argue with that. I'm just excited to see Tobin Bell back. You know, that's crazy news. Mr. Rick, one of the KillJoy cult members, is here. What's up, Mr. Rick? How's it going? How's it going? I just got done watching Creep, and last night I watched the remake of Terror Train. Nice. Not too bad after the stream. I am going to watch Creep 2. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Nice. Both of the Creep movies are phenomenal. The second one you're going to have a lot of fun with. I really enjoy that one a whole lot. The remake of Terror Train is fucking sick, too. I hear it's really good. I have not watched it yet, but I'm hearing really good reviews, so I'll have to check that one out soon, too. Just a big blanket hello to all of you guys. Hello. Today we're talking a little Scream 6 stuff. I want to talk some theories on maybe potential killers from people. I see a lot of people wanting to talk about Terrifier 2 as well, which we absolutely will, for sure. I'm so glad so many of you have been able to see this now. That is unbelievably exciting. I kind of forgot that today was the day for some of our friends in the UK, like I said, that they were going to see that for the first time. So we will absolutely talk about that too, for sure. I'm totally down. Omni's saying I haven't seen the Terror Train remake, but I want to. Horror is a blazing fire this year. I know. It's crazy. Oh my god. Wow. Shit's insane. Shit is insane right now for horror. 2022 is one of those special years that I don't know if 2023 is gonna match it, but this is one of those special years for horror, and I am just so glad to be in it this year. It's crazy. I don't know. It's awesome. It's great stuff. Ronald, thank you so much. Love watching your channel. Keep up the awesome work. I love you, Ronald. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Not even the first day of it being out in Terrifier 2 is already sold out. Holy shit. Nice. That's awesome. Oh my god. That's fantastic. It's going to 1,000 plus new theaters fucking this weekend, which is crazy. It just keeps getting extended. Oh my god. I mean, life is good. Life is good as a horror fan. Holy crap. Let me tell you, Michael's throwing $5 in there too. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate the support. And thank you for being a KillJoy cult member. Hell yeah. Saying, hey, Jake, real quick off topic. I just want to say, as a DC fan, I'm so happy and hyped with Henry Cavill news that came out today. Have a great stream. I'll have to talk about, I want to talk about more shit on Movie Smoothie, but I'm so busy right now. I'm swamped in shit, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited to check out Black Adam. It's been on my watch list. I'm really curious about this one. It looks good, so I'm excited for it. I haven't seen a superhero movie that's really blown me away in a couple years, so I'm really excited for this one. It looks interesting. I'm hearing mostly good reviews too, so I'm pumped for it. And so I don't really know too much about what's going on with all that. I don't keep up with that as much as I do with the horror stuff, but if Henry Cavill's back as Superman, that's fucking awesome. Personally, if that's what the news is, that's sweet. He's an amazing actor, and he's fucking sick. So I would love to see him back as Superman if that's the news. That would be awesome. I'd be totally down for that. So Michael, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. And isn't he like, I don't know, maybe this isn't public knowledge, but isn't he in Black Adam? I haven't seen the movie. I haven't really been keeping up with it, but I don't know. I don't know. I think that's what I've heard though through the grapevine, but who knows? Michael, thanks for the $5. I appreciate it. If Scream 6 did just leak online, an unfinished movie, I doubt it's done by now. That would be shocking. That would be shocking to me, I would say. Culpin. That's wild. Oh yeah, Henry Cavill as Superman in Black Adam is a spoiler. Well, I haven't seen it. I don't know. That's just what I've heard through the grapevine. I wouldn't know that if that even is a thing. So, know the teaser trailer. I'll be the judge of this, Culpin. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see. I'm curious if that is leaked online. I'm seeing some concept trailers. Seen some. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything about that. Another thing I do want to say too is I'm not like a big I'm not like a big, like, if something gets leaked, I'm probably not going to check it out. That's just my thing. I like reporting on the things where it's like, oh yeah, you know, like this is like the studio wanted us to see this. So that's my thing. And also like the full quality. Like I remember when the Scream 5 trailer leaked last year, like literally a day before its release, someone sent it to me and it's like 480p. It's like just awful quality. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I know the teaser trailer is probably going to come out. Well, teaser trailer actually may come out sooner. There's a lot of hype for this film, but I'd imagine the full-length trailer we don't get until earliest December, maybe even in January. I want it to come out today, but there's a lot of rumors, though, going around that maybe Halloween we might get something, everybody, so that's pretty exciting to talk about, so... Yeah, I'm not seeing any Scream 6 stuff leaked. And either way, I would say don't watch it until it gets officially released, because it's gonna look like shit. Like you don't want that influencing your opinion of the movie overall. Because like I'd imagine some people would watch it and be like, this looks like garbage, you know? And that would suck, I think. But let's talk a little bit about the cast. Let's talk a little bit about the cast and some speculation on who could be the killers. So first of all, let's talk about some of the characters, because we gotta spell those people out first. So we have Jenna Ortega returning as Tara Carpenter, Hayden Panettiere as Kirby Reed, Samara Weaving coming in, which is cool. We don't have an official... The Google says her name is going to be Sasha, but who knows if that's true or not. Melissa Barrera as Sam Carpenter, of course. Courtney Cox back as the iconic Gale Weathers, which is going to be great. Liana Liberato as a Carly, perhaps, maybe. That's what Google suggests her name might be. Josh Segarra as a David. Mason Gooding as Chad Meeks Martin. Jasmine Savoy Brown as Mindy Meeks Martin. Tony Revolori as Gabe. Dermot Mulroney as Williams. It just says Williams. Maybe we know he's a cop, so maybe Detective Williams. Roger L. Jackson is the voice of Ghostface, of course. Henry Czerny is a Professor Freddy, apparently, and Devin Nakata, who is not listed as anything on Google. So, of these people, who could be the Ghostface killer or killers this time around? I see you guys already throwing some good stuff in there, which I love. Let's read some of this shit. I want to see a Drew Barrymore cameo. She has a cameo in 5, technically, a little voice cameo, which is nice. So that's kind of cool. Liana Liberato honestly might be Ghostface. Ooh, I've seen a lot of people say Liana Liberato. You know, I honestly did not suspect her at first, but I wonder if she could be the Ghostface killer, if that would be kind of a shock, especially since we have some of our main actors this time around playing who have played villains in the past. Would they be good for that? Like Josh Segarra is the biggest example of that, who's the villain on Arrow, if I believe, that CW show. I've never really watched it. I just kind of have read that about him. That would be cool. I would be down to see him. It might be a little too obvious though if it was him. So maybe doing someone like having Liana Liberato be the killer would be cool. Like someone who isn't really known for playing like a huge villain in something else. That might be cool. I could see that. Samara Weaving's another actress who has played a villain in past things before and has done an excellent job at it. So if it's Samara Weaving and Josh Segarra, I'm fine with that personally. I'm totally fine with that. I think that would be sick. If it was them, those two. Do you think that they should discontinue the Scream Ultra Whites and do the old style Scream masks? And do you think MTV Scream should be redeemed for an actual 3rd season? Great questions. I don't know. I like the ultra white masks personally. I think there's really only there's only slight differences between all of the masks. Like they're all pretty similar for like the main, white masks, that is. I do like the original one. It looks cool, but it's nothing where it's like, I'm not like that picky about it, I guess. I think they all look pretty dope for what they are. I don't know if they should discontinue them though. But I do like, I don't know. I like all the types of masks that you can get. We use just ultra whites in our movie, and I think it looks fine. I think it looks really cool. It's just a cool mask in general. So, and I don't hate the MTV Scream mask, by the way. Hot take. I think it's fine. I think it looks cool. It's whatever. It's not like the craziest looking mask ever, but I don't think it's awful. And should it be redeemed for an actual 3rd season? I think that would be cool. I wonder, I just don't know what they could do with that storyline for a season 3. Like, I love seasons 1 and 2 of the Scream TV show. I think it's really excellent. It's a really fun little show. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure if it should do that or not. I just don't know where the story would go, and it's already so well written what we got for seasons 1 and 2. So I don't know. I really, that's tough to say. I love what they do story-wise between seasons 1 and 2. So I don't know how they'd be able to top that with the season 3 personally, but I do love that story. So if they brought it back and did that, I wouldn't be complaining, you know? I'd be interested for sure. All right, guys, I'm seriously not interested in watching a leaked version of the trailer. I'm sorry, but I see a lot of people talking about that. I would also recommend not watching it until it officially releases. Like I said, it will alter your perception of the movie by seeing a low quality version of that. I don't. Maybe you guys don't feel that way, but I'm just really not interested in checking that out. So. Sorry, I really don't want to talk about that either. If it gets released officially tonight or something, we'll talk about it, but I don't really want to see it until it's officially out. So if you guys want to go check that out, go ahead, but I don't really want to talk about that here. So if it's out, I guess enjoy it, but I would rather wait for the official release personally. So, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to talk about it any more than that. That's going to be it. That's the end of the conversation for me personally. I honestly hope that it's harder to find out who the killers are this time, because not going to lie, Scream 2022's killers were not that surprising to me, or at least to me it was. I figured out Richie pretty early on, but Amber took me by surprise. I really thought that was awesome. Amber's reveal is one of my favorites in the entire franchise, personally. That was such a high point in that movie, and honestly, if it wasn't for that scene, it wouldn't be as high up on my top 10 list as it is, but I loved it. I absolutely loved her reveal personally. But I do agree Richie was pretty obvious from the get-go, but the performances were still great, you know what I mean? The reveals, I don't know. It's tough to say, because the Amber reveal was sick, and Richie's Richie and Amber's performance was great, actually. I really loved both of them, but I think considering that this movie was made in the modern day, where, like, you know, internet is the internet, everyone is on the internet, everyone can talk, everyone can figure out shit about trailers and shit. It's really tough to write a good mystery nowadays, now that you have like millions of fans coming together trying to figure this out, you know? So it's tough to write a good tough to write a good mystery. So all right, guys, I'm serious. If this is a leaked trailer and this is all we're going to talk about, I don't know what to tell you. I looked it up too, and I'm also just not seeing it. So I don't really want to see it until it comes out anyways. But once again, I just really don't condone watching that until it comes out. But I would like to talk about something else too. So it's kind of bizarre to me that, I don't know, you know, I'm going to get off of it. Let's just stop talking about it. Well, you know what? Fuck it. If most of the comments are just about that, I'll just talk about something else. So who else do I think could be the killer? Let's give a reason to everybody here. So we were talking about Tony Revolori's, maybe his character's name is Gabe. Tony Revolori and Samara Weaving being the killers in this new movie. I wonder what that could be about. I wonder if they could be the killers this time around. I also want to talk about motive too, because I feel like that kind of fascinates me as well, is like what the motive is going to be this time around. Is it going to be related to the Stab movies? Because I'm kind of done with that. You know, I'm kind of done with like the Stab movies being such a focal point. Just because I feel like it's not like a bad idea by any means. I think it's really cool, but I just feel like we did it. You know, we played that out for the most part in these movies. So I hope the reasoning is something different this time. The motive isn't really like, don't have it boil down to a revenge motive. Don't have it boil down to something about the Stab movies. Do something else. There's plenty of, unfortunately, there's plenty of reasons to kill people. So if we can write that in, that would be sick. Alex is pitching some good theories. Always pitching some good theories to me. I love it. Jesus. Sorry, some of the other comments, man, it's really distracting. What if Josh Segarra is one of the killers and is motivated to use the fame of surviving a killing to boost his career and earn a ton of money to live the high life and become a movie star? Okay, that's pretty interesting. It's very similar to Jill, but I kind of don't mind it. Yeah, that's essentially Jill's motive too, but I think it would be cool to see Josh Segarra play that out. That might be cool. For sure. I'm just down for something, like, I really just want something different, you know? That's my big thing. I just want something where it's like, yeah, we haven't seen this one before, so. Josh Segarra is definitely suspicious, though. He's on my he's on my shit list for killers. So I feel like it's definitely got to be Josh Segarra, Samara Weaving, or like Dermot Mulroney. I just don't like going off of Tony Revolori's the suspicion behind him. We've seen a lot of suspicious pictures of him, for sure. Like we've seen him wearing the ghostface boots at one point in a behind the scenes photo, and that's a little suspicious. I will admit it's kind of hard to get around that. I feel like he would be a weird killer though, personally. I feel like there are just so many other people who are more obvious choices, sure, but maybe that's also the right choice. So sometimes a right choice is better than an obvious choice is the right choice, I guess is my point. And I just don't know if Tony Revolori would do that well. The only other thing I've ever seen him in is playing Flash Thompson in the Spider-Man movies. And he's just like a goofy, he's like a goofy dork, essentially. So I don't know if he would play the character too well or if it would feel too familiar to something else we've seen in the past. Once again, I'm kind of expecting this to go down a very different path. Omni is saying, I think that's what happened with Kirby, hence the redemption arc for Kirby. I think she used the tragedy. I wouldn't do that, but I think that's what Radio Silence meant about her. Okay. I think so. I think I don't hate that though. You know, in the same breath, I don't hate that they're gonna do some kind of like arc for Kirby where maybe she's used the tragedy of her past to capitalize on that and she monetized it essentially. I kind of don't hate that, to take Kirby down like a dark path at the beginning of this movie where it's like the past like 10, 12 years, however long it's been. She's just been using her, like what happened to her in the past to make money. I kind of wouldn't hate that. It would be kind of interesting to see like a villain version of Kirby. What would that look like? And then to have her do some kind of redemption arc throughout this movie. Like maybe Mindy criticizes her or something. It's just like, what the heck? You know, like why would you do this or that? You know, like, or instead of this, like that's so not cool compared to what we've all been through. I wouldn't hate that. I think that it's interesting. I think a lot of people are expecting just Kirby to come back and be this awesome character, but I want to see different shades to this same character. I don't want to just see Kirby from 2011 again. You know, I would like to see a different side to her, so. But it doesn't need to go down that route either, though. It could be something else. You know, there's plenty of different ways you could write the character. I just hope it's like, once again, I just hope it's not like she's exactly in the same place as how she was in 2011. You got to show me that the 2011 murders affected her still to this day. I want to see that in the character. That's a big thing for me. I'm not backing down from Josh being a killer. I did that with Richie and it came back to bite me. That's really funny, Austin. I'll go down with the shit, but I'm sticking to it. Hell yeah, Austin. I love it. Josh is definitely suspicious, dude. And I remember going into Scream 5, we were talking about like who had played villains in the past. I think I was talking about Mikey Madison playing a villain in that Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I was like, maybe her, you know, okay. I think my final prediction, though, for Scream 5 was I really thought it was going to be Wes and Liv, just because we hadn't seen too much of them in the trailer, but that ended up being because they weren't in the movie that much. So I think I've learned my lesson from that, and this time around, I'm gonna start being more suspicious of the people who are up front and center, maybe, who have actually played. All right, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna start timing out people who are just continuously talking about the. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna time out people who are gonna keep talking about the leaked trailer. I really don't want to. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to see it until it's officially out. There's just no getting around that. If someone else puts something in there, they're getting timed out. I'm not gonna block anybody over that, but I will time you out if you do that. And that kind of sucks that we can't get off of that, even though I've said 3 times now I don't want to talk about that. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, let's move forward. Who's gonna be the killer this time around, based off of legit information that is out there? There's a lot of stuff out there that I don't think is necessarily true. So, but whatever. Let's just get past that. Mr. Rick is talking. What if Kirby took care of Jill for years in secret and actions of Scream 5? Kick something back into Jill and she puts the Ghostface on it, like turns Ghostface again, and used one of the new cast members. Interesting. I think that could be an interesting route to take it. If Kirby was like the killer this time around, she turns evil now. Mr. Rick, I don't hate that. Hot take. The only reason I don't hate that is because I've always wanted to see a Randy type character be the killer in these movies. Like that just like never has really happened. So to bring Kirby back and to have that twist going all the way back to the 4th film, shit, that would be fucking crazy. That would make her death a little, like her death, so to say, much more interesting. Maybe Charlie took her out because like maybe Charlie wanted to be the one that was closest to Jill or something. I don't know, something you could write something in like that, I think. But I don't hate this idea, especially because we have two Randy-esque characters in this new movie. We have Mindy versus Kirby, essentially. I feel like if there's not some kind of tension between those characters, that would be a little weird, in my opinion. So I don't, I'm totally for that, Mr. Rick. I think that would be really interesting to see Kirby turn into a villain. Even, I do really love her character, though, you know what I mean? Man, it's tough. It's tough to say. I don't know. I'd have to see it before I would comment on it, because that would be it wouldn't be an easy thing to do, you know? So I feel Samara Weaving won't be the killer based on when she joined the movie. She was announced late in the game, but we don't technically know when she like signed the paperwork or whatever. There is that. So she got announced with Tony Revolori a little later in the game. I do wonder if she's going to be like the opening kill, though. I feel like it's going to either be one or the other. She's either the opening kill or the killer. That's why I'm like, okay, there's pretty good odds of her being the killer in this. So I could see her being the opening kill, though, 100%. That I feel like is just as likely as her being the killer. Just because she's like this huge actress, she's worked with radio silence before in the past, it would make sense for her to be the opening kill, just as much as it would for her to be the killer. So I don't know. It's tough to say. Tough to say what her position in this movie will be. And I think that's what's so fascinating about all of this. You know, she worked with Radio Silence back on Ready or Not, which is a fantastic film if you guys have not seen it. She is excellent in it too. But she's also played a villain before, really well in both Babysitter movies. So just a thought, just something to think, food for thought. She could play a villain really well. I highly recommend those movies too. Maybe just the first one. The second one's fine. Jenna Ortega is in it though, and she's great. How are we feeling about Kirby? I'm seeing a lot of interesting stuff. I feel like Kirby is going to be the new Sam and Jordan, not trusting anybody, blaming everyone why she's here. I don't know who. Wait, is Jordan someone? Did I just miss that? Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about there. But Kirby's going to be the new Sam. Like Kirby's going to be the new main character is what you're thinking? I feel like that'd be kind of weird to sideline Sam at this point. I feel like that'd be a weird decision, personally. Like, you set up a lot. You set up a lot with her character in the last movie. I would hope they wouldn't just throw all that away, personally. But I do want to see some more things happen with Kirby in this movie as well. I do want her to be some kind of focal point, but I don't think I want the spotlight to be taken off of her, personally. Caleb is saying, Jake, are you against the killers being somebody's parents or sibling? And I hope the motive is believable. I'm only against it if it's in the same vein as what they did in Scream 2. Because, well, first and foremost, that's just copying something we've already seen. I want to see something new. Scream 6 is their opportunity to do something that really feels new for this franchise, where Scream 5 was kind of like they're getting their foot in the door, essentially. So they had to do something a little more familiar. I don't really blame them for making that one as familiar. But this one, just based off of some of the set photos and all that, it looks like it's going to be something really different for the franchise. And I hope that's the case here. They've proven they can make a good Scream movie. Now let's see if they just have their imaginations run wild with this, what happens next. That's personally what I'm interested in. So I'm more interested in seeing that, I guess. So, but if they do make the killer somebody's dad, mom, whatever, third cousin, I just hope it's something that I hope it's so wildly different from Mrs. Loomis that you can't make the comparison. Like it would be a huge argument to say, like, this is so different from Mrs. Loomis. Like, it's not even the same thing. The only thing that's the same is the fact that this person's related to somebody who died in Scream 5, for instance. I don't know. I just feel like if they want to separate themselves from the other movies, they can't really do that. I would say don't do that. Don't make it a parent character. Don't make it a sibling character. Just make it a brand new person who had no involvement with anything from the past. I don't think they need to do that for this movie, but it's definitely in the realm of possibilities, which has me worried. They have to do it a certain way, or I'm not, it's going to be whack, in my opinion. Personally, I just want Jill to come back. I would be so down for some more Jill. I do think she's dead, but there's an argument that you could bring her back, I would say. I think there's definitely an argument. Man, hold on a minute. Gabriel, imagine a Scream movie starting without an opening kill. That's the last movie, my friend. We didn't get an opening kill last time around. How crazy is that? Maybe Kirby would replace Dewey for Scream 6, and Sydney, Gale, and Kirby could be the Ancient Generation trio. I feel you there. I think that Kirby will definitely like step into the place of like the new legacy character. You know what I mean? Essentially, and I'm kind of okay with that, considering that Sydney's probably not going to be in it. I'm only saying probably because we got a lot of people behind the scenes right now saying she might be in it. So who knows? I really don't think she's going to be in it, but it would be awesome if she is. I'll tell you that much. I won't be your boy won't be complaining if she shows up. So, but I really don't think she's in it. Kirby, though, on the other hand, I hope she has something to do. I hope she has a lot to do in this movie and they don't just bring her back because Hayden Panettiere is awesome, but I don't want her to just be in this movie just to hang out. I want her to like do something really crazy in this. Be a badass final girl. Be the killer, perhaps. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm really hoping. I don't think the big actress opening kill would work again like it did with Drew. I agree with you. I don't think it would. That doesn't work twice, but it's good fan service. Yeah, I don't think it would be one of those things where they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes and be like, oh yeah, Samara Weaving's going to be the star of this now. But then bam, we kill her in the opening. They're not going to be able to fool us twice like that. I agree with you there. What I do think they could do, though, is have her in the opening, make it obvious that she's going to be the first kill, and then give us something way more brutal than we've ever seen in the opening scene. That's could be interesting. That could be something different and unexpected. But yeah, I agree with you though. If they just try to pull the wool over our eyes again, we're not falling for that a second time. I don't think so. No, I do agree. Sam opening kill and Tara and Kirby the new. I would not like that at all personally. I know some people are not big fans of Sam, but I don't think that would work at all. I think you just set up way too much with her character in the last movie, and to throw all that out now, I just don't know if I would. I don't know if I would care for that. Maybe if the story was fucking crazy awesome, like if it was way better than what they had set up, maybe. But I just don't see that being the case personally. All right, I'm putting users. Just a reminder, I'm going to put you in timeout if you mention that anything about a leaked trailer. I'm not watching anything until something official comes out. Just a reminder. I'm going to put people in timeout if they keep talking about that. I'm down for talking rumors, but if you are looking at leaks, we don't do that here on this page. Not for me. Not for old Jake. Maybe there's other YouTube channels where that goes on, but we don't do that here. Maybe to make the unmasking fresh, Sam figures out the killer's identities before they can reveal themselves. She fights them, knocks them down, and takes off the mask, which is something no one has done. Okay. So like it's not like a reveal anymore. It's like it's a forced reveal. Maybe at the beginning of the third act or something, or maybe even halfway through the movie. That could be cool. I'd be down for that personally. To rip because like what happens then if you rip the mask off of a ghost face and you know it's somebody? And what if they get away? Here's something interesting. What if halfway through the movie, Sam is getting attacked by a ghostface killer, rips the mask off, finds out who it is, and they just fucking bolt. Like, they just run. They're just like, shit. I was not expecting this. Holy fuck. And they just piece the fuck out. And then there's no way you could prove that. I mean, maybe a DNA sample from the mask. I don't know if they would take that route, though, but I think it would be really cool if maybe Sam knows who it is, but has no way to prove it, you know, or something like that. Maybe whoever it is, let's say it's Josh Segarra, steals the mask back, pieces the fuck out, gets out of there by the skin of his teeth or something. And then like Sam knows it's them, but then he has an alibi. He has everything worked out. That could be really cool, I think. And it's like the police try to go after him, and it's like there's nothing they can do because he has a alibi that totally checks out something weird. I think that would be kind of interesting. I'm very scared Kirby is going to die. I do think Kirby is going to die. And it makes me sad too. I don't want her to die, but I'm really expecting this one to be a bloodbath. I'm expecting most of the core 4, like at least half of the core 4 to die probably. And also, yeah, I'm kind of expecting Kirby to die. I think Gale lives. I think Gale is safe. It would be kind of weird if they killed Gale at this point, considering their explanation for why they killed Dewey in the last one. But I really don't think, I don't know. I think Gale's safe this time around. We're not bringing back any more characters into this, at least I don't think. And so that wouldn't render killing off a character like Gale or somebody like that. Just my opinion personally. Chris is saying they better bring back Stu. He was hinting it on Twitter. He's been hinting at it for a long time that he wants to come back. Once again, I'm not super passionate one side or the other. I love Matthew Lillard. He's amazing. If he came back into one of these movies, it would be really hard to be upset about that personally. I love Matthew Lillard. He's incredible. So if he comes back, That'd be awesome. But I'm also just not like, I also see some people who are like, oh, this movie's going to suck if they don't bring back Stu. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I think it could still be good. But Matthew Lillard, he's amazing. You know, if he shows up, that's fucking cool to me. So I don't know. It's crazy that so many people are like really upset that people would bring up theories like that. It's like, who cares? It's Scream, man. It's over the top fun, man. It's great. Lisa S is throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much, Lisa. I really appreciate the support. Saying, I hope the killer never gets revealed, for there could be some sort of mystery that the killer is still out there. Maybe moving into a part 7. Ooh, that could be really cool. Yeah, I'd be totally down for that personally, Lisa. If they had some kind of cliffhanger that got resolved in 7, that would be fucking sick. I'd be all about that. Maybe the killer this time around is just like the best Ghostface killer. Once again, Josh Segarra would be great for that. Great for that role, I think. Having a badass killer, that would be fucking sweet. No, I totally agree, Lisa. I think that would be sick. Yes. Ooh. And like to have a more sophisticated Ghostface who like knows what he or she is doing and is like a total badass would be fucking dope, I think. And then to get away with it at the end, only to be caught in the next movie, perhaps. Not that that's confirmed, but maybe. That would be awesome. Yes, Lisa, I love it. I love that idea. Thanks for the $5, Lisa. Thank you. Have a good night, Jake and everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by, Shaka Swan. Peace out. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. My idea, towards the end, we know at least one, but the second one, maybe Josh, maybe Jack, kills Kirby in front of Sam and Tara. Oh, and completely bolts it into the night. Then 7 is based on a manhunt. I love that idea. I would love that idea personally. I just want them to set up something different moving into a 7th film, which is really likely to happen. Like, that's really likely to happen that we get a 7. It's not confirmed. And I feel like maybe there's a point that it's not confirmed. Maybe they're not telling us 7 is happening yet, so we don't think about that one yet. But I feel like 6 is going to set up some shit for the next one for sure. They're clearly setting up a lot of shit. Scream 2022 was jam-packed full of little tiny things that kind of didn't go anywhere in the last film, but are definitely setting up something for the next one, I think. So I'm curious what they do here in 6, because this one's going to be successful. I remember a lot of people saying, oh, this one's going to bomb because there's no Sidney Prescott. I strongly disagree. I think just releasing a film with the name Scream or Halloween or Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street at this point, you're going to make a lot of money based off of that, whatever it is. But I do think Scream 6 is going to be good. I have faith in Radio Silence. I really love these filmmakers. I'm excited to see what they do with this one. So to do something like that too would be fucking awesome. At this point, anything different is really going to impress me because of how strict these movies have followed the formula. So if they do anything that's like motivatedly different, I'm down for it. It's got to be motivated. Don't just give me random. Don't turn this into a slasher flick where it's just someone in a Ghostface mask killing people. That would suck. But if you have a point to change up the formula in a brand new way where it could go somewhere else, I'm down for that. It's a formula I feel like every Scream fan knows at this point. So to do it just a slightly different or alter it just even in the littlest bit, it's gonna stand out and be something cool. So I'm excited to see it. I want it to be named Scream 6 officially. Me too, John Smith. Me too. You know what's funny? I was talking about that David Arquette interview in a video the other day where he's talking about bringing Dewey back. However you feel about that, whatever. But I think what was so cool about that interview is he refers to the latest film as Scream 5 specifically. Jack Quaid even made sure it's like 5 creams for the entire cast, which is like, they're all calling it that. You know what I mean? It is just Scream 5, but marketing wise, we got to call it just regular Scream. I don't get it either, if it makes you feel any better. I don't understand it either, but hey, fuck it. It's Scream 6 in our hearts, and that's what matters, I think. So, 555 AAA is saying a new motive. There is no motive at all. No revenge, no fame, just someone who wants to kill. I could not love that idea more, in my opinion. I think that would just be so fucked up. And what an interesting character to have a focal point on, to have a Ghostface like that survive through this film and move into the next one. That kind of motive to me is just so much more interesting than anything personal to a character. That could relate, like, you are in danger. Like, Mrs. Loomis probably won't kill me specifically. But let's say if Mrs. Loomis was out there, for real. Like, I don't think she would come after me. I had no involvement with what happened to Billy Loomis. So why would she come after me? There's no personal thing against me that's not as scary. If you have a character like this who just kills anybody in their sight for whatever reason, that's fucking terrifying, because that could actually happen to like me or someone else out there. That's scary shit, man. Same thing with the strangers. Like, to have a strangers-esque ghostface killer would be fucking terrifying, I think. That'd be awesome. Buff Snake is here saying, I think it would be interesting if the two ghost faces have a falling out and they reveal the other one because of it. Ooh. That might be a little anticlimactic, but they could do that in an interesting... Oh, you know what? Wait, they could do that in a way at the end where it's like everyone's running around, you know, they're trying to figure out who it is, and like maybe one just backs out last minute. He's terrified. And he's just like, she's the other one. Oh my God, like, don't kill me, please. I'm sorry, I fucked up. Kind of like how Amber was kind of doing that at the end of 5. Speaking of which, Amber kind of backs out a little bit. She's like, please, no, I was radicalized and all that. So that I don't hate. Honestly, I don't hate that. That would be cool. Robbie is saying Gale is the mastermind from all the movies, I hope. Robbie, I hope you said it just like that too. That would be awesome. It would be crazy to have a mastermind killer behind everything. Oh my God, that would be wild. Wild. Locked is saying, I have a crazy theory for 3 killers, but I need way more than 160 characters to explain it. Holy shit. Oh, man. I do think 3 killers would be interesting, and not just because I want another killer because more is better or something like that. That's not why I want 3 killers. My argument for this would be you could set up the formula differently if you have 3 killers. There's also a lot more characters in this movie opposed to some past films. We have a lot more main characters, especially this time around. So if we did 3 killers, this would be the movie to do it and to have it be a focal point. I've talked about in the past a great way they could fuck up the formula a little bit by having 3 killers is to have one of them revealed mid-movie. And that would be such a shock if you're mid-Ghostface chase and then suddenly the person overpowers them and maybe kills them. That would be fucked up. And then if they're dead, right, that you wouldn't be able to tell who the other Ghostface killers are, that would just be so interesting. It's such a jaw-dropping moment, I think. No matter how you do it, it would just stick out. It would be crazy. That would be awesome, I think, personally. Lighting Ghost, hell yeah. What's up, Lighting Ghost? How's it going? Throwing $5 in there. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Saying, I have an idea how you can bring back Dewey in a flashback to Scream 4. Maybe checking on Kirby in the hospital is how you can explain how she is alive. I've talked about this in some theories before, Lighting Ghost. I like this idea of doing a flashback to Kirby at the hospital while all the Jill shit is happening too. Maybe we could even get our Emma Roberts cameo too. That would be kind of cool. She walks past the door going to Sydney's room or something, maybe. That would be kind of creepy. I would be down for that. I would be so interested in seeing something like this. This would be great. I would love to see Dewey back in a flashback or something too. I mean, how are we going to complain about more David Arquette? I don't think so. So I'd be down to see him in just a flashback. I don't want to see him alive because I feel like that kind of retroactively ruins a lot of Scream 5. That's such a major plot point there. To bring him back from the dead would kind of ruin that retroactively. But seeing Kirby back, seeing Dewey back, maybe that would be cool just for a scene, you know? Maybe it helps us with some story stuff in this new movie too. I'd be into that, Lighting Ghost. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that a whole lot. Locked is saying, I'll say this, though. Dermot Mulroney, Samara Weaving, and Tony Revolori, which I know you aren't crazy about Tony, but I think my interpretation of him would make him a fascinating Ghostface. Hey, listen, execution is everything. When it comes to this shit especially. Execution is everything. Look at me. I'm a dorky idiot, and I'm playing a killer in the fan film that we're doing. I don't think I was the best person for the role, but it's an interesting thing. So I think Tony could work. You know, he's a little dorky for my taste personally. I want to see some. We've just always gotten like a dorky teenager or college student play Ghostface one way or the other. Like Jill is a total dork in my opinion, and I just think to do something different would be cool. I just feel like Tony Revolori being Ghostface would be more of the same personally. That's kind of why I'm not like big on it, but I'd be totally like Dermot Mulroney. I could see playing a good Ghostface. Samara Weaving obviously is my number one choice. Sure, it's obvious, but you can't tell me she wouldn't give a great Ghostface monologue at the end of that film. Shit, that would be awesome. I've heard a lot of theories too about Dermot Mulroney's character potentially having the last name of Walters. Once again, this is just a rumor, but if he was related to Rebecca from Scream 4 and maybe he's seeking revenge or something, I'd be okay with it as long as it's different from Mrs. Loomis. As long as if it's some kind of different motive, maybe he doesn't want to kill everybody and seek revenge on them, but maybe he just wants to end the Ghostface stuff. Maybe he's like, okay, listen, my daughter died because of this stupid shit, so I'm going to kill all of you so it doesn't happen to anybody else. That could be cool too. See, that's different than Mrs. Loomis, right? That wouldn't be just the same thing again, because that would suck if it's just like, I want revenge for the death of my daughter. Okay, you're just doing Scream 2 again, but now we have a dude instead of the mother. You know what I mean? It's just the same thing again. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see same old, same old. I just bought Scream 2. I just got the steelbook for it. I got that at home. I don't need to pay money to go see that at the theaters again. I mean, I would love to see Scream. I miss Scream 2 in the theaters. I'm actually kind of sad about that, but I wouldn't want to see someone remake that. If you're promising me something new, give me something new, baby. And it's like, once again, I'm down. We got a comment earlier talking about that. I'd be okay with it being somebody's father, cousin, third cousin, whatever, as long as it's different, as long as it's a different reasoning for it. If you want to kill everybody else who is connected to the Ghostface stuff, that actually would be pretty interesting to me. I think that's a cool motive, personally. I want to be the Ghostface to end all Ghostfaces, you know? It's like I want to kill I want to kill everybody else so that nobody else goes Ghostface and comes after you, all of you. That could be very interesting. I'd be down for that, personally. I want two older killers. I'd be down for that, Austin. And like Josh and Dermot, and maybe have Mindy as a third. Ooh, Mindy is a third killer. She's my wild card. Okay, let's throw this to the chat real quick. I'm curious. How do you guys feel about? Excuse me. How do you guys feel about someone from the core four, which is like Sam, Tara, Mindy, and Chad, being a Ghostface killer in this new movie? Would that make sense? Would that be okay for you guys? I'm curious what we think about this, because I have some mixed feelings about it, but it's interesting to say the least to have someone who's been there from the beginning turn into a Ghostface killer. That could be cool. Someone who was a protagonist before turning evil would be kind of sick, in my opinion. As long as it was, once again, you know, execution is everything. You got to do it the right way. 120%. Hell yeah. All right. Got some love for that. Andrew is saying depends on how they do it, but nah, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. Okay, that's all right, Andrew. That's what's so cool about a new Scream film. There are so many different ways to do it. You know, there's so many different ways to do this ending. It's gonna be crazy. I would feel like it would make sense, but I don't know. You could make it make sense. That's my thing. Like, I feel like you could make it make sense as long as they're like, maybe for Chad, maybe for Mindy, I could see both of them going Ghostface. It all depends on how they do it. You know, it all depends on what they. I would love to see a traitor. That's really funny. It's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. I love it. What would make a great death for a Ghostface killer? That's actually a good question too, because I would like to see, like, we got some very different deaths for our Ghostface killers this time around in Scream 2022. I really appreciated that. I thought it was dope. I don't know. I do want to see something crazy. Once again, we're in New York City, so we have so much potential to do some kind of crazy environmental kill. There are so many different ways you can die in New York that would be pretty fucked up. And something you just wouldn't be able to do in a town like Woodsboro. So play into that while you have that opportunity. I really hope they've thought that out a little more, because I want to see a surprising kill once or twice from an environmental death or something like subway train we've talked about. Falling off of a building would be fucking crazy. That kill in Chucky season 1, which is one of the highest points of that series, that first season for me. Something like that would be really fucked up. I think that would be really cool. So. I couldn't see Tam or Tara or Sam. I don't think either of them will be the killers. I agree with you there. I don't see that happening either. I feel like this movie is going to focus on their relationship as sisters. So I just don't know. I don't know if that would work. Like, let's say Tara becomes Ghostface and it's like, haha, I betrayed you now. I feel like that kind of retroactively once again ruins some stuff in Scream 5, where that movie was all about these two rebuilding their relationship. I personally want to see that extended now here where like, okay, they're good now. They're sisters. You know what I mean? They're working together. But maybe they're having some more internal struggles. Like now Melissa Barrera's character is overcompensating for not being there from the past. So she's like just in her, like so in her face all the time being like, hey, Tara, what's going on? Oh, you're going out tonight? Make sure to be back by 11. You know what I mean? Like shit like that would be really interesting to see happen between them. Obviously, Tara would not be all about that. She's in college. She's a freshman in college. She wants to go do whatever the fuck she wants and party and hang out with people. So I'd be interested in seeing something like that personally, more or less. And maybe you could make her a red herring, but I don't know if she would work as a killer personally. Not saying Jenna Ortega's not a good actress. Holy shit, she's amazing. But I would rather see somebody else be the killers, and to see them working together to take down the Ghostface killers would be fucking nuts, I think. Just my thoughts. Just Jake's thoughts. That's what I should have named. That's what I should have named this channel. Jake's thoughts. Jake's thoughts on a bunch of stuff. My thoughts aren't good thoughts. They're crazy as fuck, but they're thoughts. They're thoughts already. Rob is saying someone sees Freddy the cat and calls the missing cat poster, and it ends up being Ghostface. Freddy the cat, the Ghostface killer in this new movie. Oh my god, I knew it. I would love for them to do a reveal that's like really dumb like that, and for someone to come out of the woodworks and be like, I knew it was going to be that. And it's like, no, you didn't. You had no idea it was going to be Freddy the cat as the Ghostface killer. I know that's not what you mean, Rob, but I just thought that was a funny thought. The person who calls about the cat is what you meant. I know. I'm just being silly. Hannah is saying, imagine Ghostface just sitting casually in the subway acting like a normal person while the victim just waits patiently, the subway not doubting that the killer is there. That's the other thing that they gotta play into here, I think, with New York. There's people dressed up like fucking killers and like iconic characters everywhere. So that would make sense if someone was dressed up like a Ghostface killer. That's from Stab. That's an in-universe thing. That's how they could incorporate Stab into these new movies without making it feel redundant or like overused. Again, that could be a cool idea. Like maybe there's people in, you get this shot of maybe Tara and Sam walking through Times Square or something, for instance. This probably isn't going to happen because I don't think they filmed anything in New York to my knowledge, like actual New York. But maybe they see somebody just standing there, you know, in a bunch of Ghostface costumes. They're all like dancing around, taking pictures with people. That could be kind of funny, I think. So then to have somebody in the subway station dressed up as Ghostface, you know, you don't even bat an eye. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. You know, someone's just one of the costume guys from Times Square. Cool. And then they get up and start chasing after our character who's lured themselves into the subway. That could be kind of cool, I think. So every time I am on the subway in NYC, I think of Ghostface. Nice. I was in Boston recently on the subway, and I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, if fucking Ghostface comes out from behind me right now, I am not going to be digging this. Not going to be digging this. Redley's Vlogs is saying, I really want a Jason Takes Manhattan reference in Scream 6. Me too. I mean, come on, we're in Manhattan, man. And when was the last time a slasher villain took Manhattan? It's right there. It's right there, Scream 6. No, I agree. I really think that would be great. Gabriel's throwing some funny shit in there. Imagine 2/3 of the movie is just on a boat, and in the third act they arrive at New York, but it's actually just Vancouver. What's funny about that, Gabriel, is they did film this movie in Canada, which I think is actually kind of hilarious. So, fuck, you might be spot on. And honestly, I would be down for it. That would just be so funny. I think that would just be a hilarious little meta joke all in itself to set up your movie that way. If we're on, I'll tell you this right now. If we're on a boat at any point in this movie, I'm just going to start fucking laughing because that is so silly. I don't know. I think that would be hilarious. Mr. Rick is saying maybe he takes a seat on the subway like Art the Clown. Yeah, that could be crazy. I see it, Mr. Rick. I got you. Lisa is saying, imagine a killer getting a different costume for the different environment, and it will be unexpected. This is something I wish they would play with. There are so many different iterations of the Ghostface costume that I think are so fucking cool from Fun World, from Dead by Daylight, that maybe they could incorporate into this new movie. I'm not going to spoil anything. You guys have probably already seen it at this point, but we have kind of incorporated some of that into Red Right Hand, which I just thought was awesome. There's so many different costumes that I just think are so fucking cool. So if they were to do something like that in this new one, you know I'm down for it. Give us a different kind of mask or something. That'd be fucking sick. That Sounded Scary is saying, I just hope they do something big because we are not getting a subway chase. Oh, but are we? Oh, but are we? That sounded scary. Hang on. I have a very fun picture to show you, which, let me tell you, I was skeptical about it too until I saw this picture and I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. We're getting it. We're getting it. Let me I gotta find this now. It's gonna kill me if I don't find it. But we got a picture from it's the entire cast list. They're all sitting all together in this one gigantic photo. And if I don't find it, I'm gonna go fucking nuts. It's all the cast members. They're sitting on a fake train car, like a fake subway train car. Where is this pic? See, you look up Scream 6 and this doesn't come out. Come on. There it is. I found it. Okay, I'm uploading this right now because I lost my fucking mind seeing this picture for the first time. I couldn't believe it. I was skeptical about it too. Trust me. I was like, I don't know if they're actually gonna do that. That's pretty wacky. Scream 6 Subway is what we'll call it. There we go. Let me upload this because this is fucking crazy. I lost my mind looking at this shit. I really think, I don't know if we're gonna, listen, I don't know if we're gonna get a chase scene. I can't, there's no way to confirm that at this point. But what else would we be doing on a subway? Like, there's no way we're not doing something with the subway. Hang on. Let's put this up. Let's put this on screen. So check this out. This is the Scream 6 cast and crew. They are incredible people. And as you can see right there, I mean, come on. I mean, what else could this be? That's clearly a fake subway train. It's very long, which I know is not the best reasoning here, but it's a long subway train. It would be perfect to have a chase scene through, I think. I don't know, man. I just feel like it would be such a missed opportunity at this point for them not to do something with that, especially since they showed us that picture. They got it. There's something going on there. Has to be, I think. Josh and Dermot can be the killers and maybe the two new characters with the most screen time. They can be outside of the friend group for breaking the rule of the killer being in the group. Alex, that's actually pretty interesting. I think that would be fucking dope. If it wasn't somebody in the friend group at all, it was like an outside force killing all these people just because they were affected by Ghostface in the past. That could be interesting. I think that might be a cool line of thinking right there. I dig that a lot, Alex. That'd be sweet. Always thought Cotton. Oh, kids, if he had any, would turn killer for putting their dad in jail and then killed still. Could Gail be still involved? Billy's daughter is alive. So you're saying like if Cotton had kids, they would go Ghostface because they would want revenge for throwing Cotton in jail at one point in his life. Okay, that could be kind of cool. I wish Cotton Weary didn't die. I actually thought he was a really interesting character. I don't know what else they could have done with his character, but something would be sweet. Man, the porn accounts are going nuts tonight. God damn. Don't click on any of that shit. Don't do that. Josh can worm his way into the group throughout the first act and can be asked to protect Tara by Sam if they do dual storylines. One killer for each group, Josh and Dermot respectively. We know Dermot's going to be a cop. He confirmed that in an interview a while back. So I could see him working, like Dermot could be working with like Gale Weathers and maybe even Kirby. I could see all three of them being like a team working to find out who the killers are. And of course it's Dermot's all along, which would be cool. And then to have the dual storylines, one killer in each, that would be pretty sick. That's typically not how it goes. So I think that actually would be pretty that would be pretty sweet actually. Especially since Dermot Mulroney is going to basically be the Dewey replacement, which I know. Some people hear that and they're like, Jake, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear Dewey getting replaced by somebody. I know. It's awful. But let's be honest. He's a cop character. You think he's going to be working with the kids the whole time? I don't think so. I really think Gale is going to maybe even fall in love with the guy, which I'm not like huge on, but I feel like that may be in the realm of possibility as well. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm interested. Let's say that. I'll check it out. I'll give it some time. I'll be like, okay, this is interesting. Interesting stuff. All right. I do love the opening to Scream 3, though. Yes, the voice changer is wild, but again, I think it's aging I don't know about that. I like how the voice of Vader has been bought. I'm telling you, Scream 3 is the shit. I love Scream 3. But I don't like the voice. I just don't like the voice changer. Like there's no explanation behind it. I don't know. I do like the opening scene's good though. I don't dislike the opening scene. But I don't know. The voice changer, never been a fan. Never been that big of a fan. It's a bit of it really saves that plot, and it wouldn't work without the voice changer. That's my other thing about it. It's like it just feels like so like you could have written something a little more interesting, I think. But I still love Scream 3. The ending is fucking phenomenal. The third act of that movie is incredible. So I do really like that. That sounded scary, saying, what a cool idea. A cop/detective being a killer can tamper with evidence, exactly, as well as give tips to others uncovering their tracks. I completely agree. I think that would be fucking cool to do something like that. That would be so unexpected, you know? I think like almost every time you're kind of like, yeah, okay, they're the good guys. That's totally, yeah, that makes sense. I think it would be way more interesting, though, if they turned a cop into a bad guy in this movie. I think that would be cool. Dermot Mulroney could do it, too. I've seen him in a few things now, and he's a fantastic actor. He's very underrated. He doesn't get too many big roles, which is a shame, I think, but he's great. Did we get a voice changer for Red Red? I will say this, Austin. We talk about the voice changer, like specifically the one from Scream 3 in Red Right Hand. It is referenced. I won't talk any more about that, but maybe we do a little bit of explaining behind how Roman got his hands on that. I don't know. You'll just have to see in December. Which, by the way, everyone, holy shit, the trailer for Red Right Hand comes out on Halloween. I'm very excited for you guys to see it. me and Matt have been working relentlessly on it, and it is fucking dope. We've been screening it to friends the past week, and they really like it. It's gonna be like everywhere. I'm sending it to a bunch of YouTubers to hopefully talk about it, get the word out about it. I am very excited for you guys to see the trailer. It's very dope. It has a really kick-ass little song in it. It's not like a top 40 song like how every trailer nowadays needs to do, apparently, but I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to see it. It's coming out on October 31st, Halloween. Check that puppy out in exactly 1 week. It'll be up at noon that day, noon Eastern time. So check it on out. Check it on out. Gangster Bro is saying, I think there should be Ghostface clans clashing to capture one of the Scream victims, so it becomes an insane Scream slasher brawl. Multiple killers stabbing and bludgeoning each other. A Ghostface fight would be fucking sick. Like, have two Ghostfaces fighting each other? That would be awesome. It's almost like we thought about that while writing Red Right Hand. I don't know. You'll just have to see. But yeah, no, I totally think that's a sick idea. To see something like that happen in Scream 6 would be fucking awesome. So, yes. Thank you for all the love, by the way. We could not have done Red Right Hand without you guys. You guys are so unbelievably supportive. Thank you to all the Kickstarter supporters, too. I see some of you guys in here, so thank you so much. Tree, too, thank you. Thank you. All the support, all the love for you guys. Y'all are the best. Buff Snake is saying, oh my god, it came up with an idea. Have Sam sort of buy into Ghostface's beliefs and have her mentally decline over the course of the films until the final film ends with her as the new Ghostface. Now, ending the series with Sam being Ghostface, that might be interesting. I don't know if I would want to see her go Ghostface like in this movie or something. I just feel like that would be kind of pointless considering a lot of the things they set up with her character in the last movie. They set up this movie to be the sisters working together in this new movie. They set it up that way. It would be kind of weird if they didn't do that. But to have her go evil at the end in a twist, what is this fucking franchise known for? Okay, I could see it working. I could see that working at like the end of a theoretical 7. Buff Snake, I kind of dig that. Once again, I would need to see it. I would need to see it before I believe it, but I'm down for that. Izzy is throwing $2 in there. Izzy, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you. Saying, if Gail dies, I die. I love Courtney Cox too much. I really don't think she's going to die. I really think Courtney Cox will live. If they kill her off at this point, we don't have any more legacy characters. I just don't think there's any way they would do that. That's such a big reason to keep coming back to these movies, to have these characters, and now we only have one of the 3 coming back for the 6th installment. I really don't think they're going to kill Courtney Cox. I would be really sad. I would be really sad. It would be really sad if they did that, and I could actually... That to me, I feel like there's no reason why they would have to kill her. Dewey, it made sense to kill Dewey. I think they probably could have kept him alive and gotten all the legacy characters there. That would have made sense, but I don't think there's a need to kill Gale in this movie. It's not purposeful, so I don't think they need to do it personally. So I agree. I really don't want Gale to die. She's a great character. Her arc is, in my opinion, the most well written now through all 5 movies. I love how she's come across as a character and how she came from being like this super unlikable, crappy character from the get-go to being this like super nice, like maybe the most beloved character of the 3. It's obviously that's arguable, but I think that's what's so interesting about Gale. So I really hope she doesn't die, and I really hope this movie puts a focal point on her as a character. She's so interesting, and she kind of just does the same thing in every movie. So I want to see her do something a little different, struggle with different things this time around. Thank you again, Izzy. Thank you. Night Owl is throwing 5 British pounds in there. Thank you so much, Night Owl. I appreciate that. Saying I want to see someone use the Ghostface costume as a way to mislead the real Ghostface amongst a bunch of people dressed as Ghostface in the subway. Kind of like that scene in Scream 3 where you get Ghostface hiding in like the costumes. That could be really cool. Maybe there's like a bunch of ghost faces standing around. There's like just another one who like kind of pokes out from the crowd and starts chasing somebody. Ooh. I really like that, Night Owl. That'd be fucking sick, I think. Yeah, no, that would be fucking... I gotta get some mods in here. I really gotta get some... I gotta hire some mods because, damn, shit is whack. Locked, you're promoted to... I'm gonna promote you to a mod as soon as this stream is over. Locked is a good friend. I been talking to them for a while. So, yeah, no, for sure. I will... I love this idea though. I think that would be such a cool shot. Maybe it's like out of focus too. It's a little blurred in the background, you know, and then they just kind of emerge from the crowd. You see this black figure walking behind them. Ugh! That could be a cool chase scene, I think, for sure. Night Owl, thank you so much for the 5 pounds. Appreciate that a whole lot. And yes, I'll make you a mod too. That sounded scary. I'll do that after the stream. I can't do that mid-stream. I'd have to do all this crazy shit. But yes, I'll do that afterwards. I trust y'all. Y'all are the best. But yeah, man, that would just be so fucking crazy. And, you know, like I said before, they have so many opportunities to do something fucking crazy with this one. And not to say Scream 5 wasn't crazy. Like, I really enjoyed Scream 5. I think it did a lot of different things. The third act was a little formulaic, but they kept it different. They kept it interesting, and I really appreciate it for that. I really enjoyed Scream 2022. I've been on the fence about it for a while, but the more I watch it, the more I love it. Like, I know some people have been saying, like, they're like, it doesn't age very well. I'm like, I disagree. I've watched it like 20 times this year, and I really just still enjoy it. So I don't know. I really liked Scream 2022. I'm excited to see what they do in this one, which I can only assume is going to be so much more balls to the wall, you know? Jason Dyer is here. What's up, Jason? Haven't seen you in the streams in a while. What's up, man? Holy crap, it's been a long time. What's up, Jason? What's up? Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Ghostface has an idea. You think it's over. Then Gale gets a message from a helper on her show saying she left something in the studio. Then another Ghostface kills her to end 6. Oh my god. You know, I'm not gonna lie. If they do something like fucking traumatic like that at the end of this movie, where it's like it ends with a protagonist's death, I might not hate that. I'm gonna be honest. I would be really upset if they killed Gale, but if they did something like that to show that there's still a Ghostface out there by the time the credits roll in something like crazy like that, maybe even a cliffhanger where it's like Gale is getting chased by Ghostface and she's just about to like take the knife in the gut or something and then cuts to credits. I'd be like, oh shit, what? Like, I need to know what happens next. That I would not be upset with one bit. I think that'd be fucking awesome. So no, I'm so down for a cliffhanger. I'm so down for something that just doesn't feel like anything we've gotten before in the past. So Austin is saying, I don't know what, but I want something in the film that's like a total gut punch. Like, have a Ghostface kill off a very popular characters as the credits are about to roll. I kind of want a gut punch too, because we've almost always had we always have had a very positive ending for our characters. They always beat the bad guy. So to have a gut punch ending like that would be so shocking and so surprising. It would come out of left field, you know? It would be really, I think something like that would be really cool. Personally, I agree, Austin. I'm kind of, if it ends really negatively, like really bad for our main characters, I kind of don't hate that. You know, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, that was really different. That was awesome. I would praise that personally. Once again, you know, gotta be purposeful. You can't just give me a bad ending to give me a bad ending. If it's set up well, then yeah, I'm down for it. What else do we got? In fact, the main reason I still prefer 1 to 5, well, yeah, I mean, the original is definitely better for sure, is the third act is too similar to 1 and have grown to like the killers, but they weren't what I initially were interested in with new killers. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair argument. I think they're pretty familiar Scream killers. You know, they're nothing crazy. Like Richie is very similar to both, like some sides of Billy, some sides of Stu. You see that in his performance at the end. Mikey Madison is really different though. I feel like from all the killers, but she kind of falls into the same like accomplice role towards the end. So I see what you're saying, but I mean, yeah, nothing tops that original film. That's just like a classic horror film, you know? I like 5. It's good, but it's definitely not the best of the franchise. I like it a lot, though. It's a really fun new movie, and I really enjoyed it. Night Owl's throwing another 5 pounds in there. Night Owl, thank you again so much. I really appreciate that. Saying they grab a costume from a seat and wear it while being chased. Ooh. Then maybe later Sam or Tara sees them with the costume and thinks they're the killer. Ooh. There is that scene at the costume shop. Don't forget, that was a set photo we got a while back. I wonder if I still have that on here somewhere, but that could absolutely happen. Playing with some costumes and thinking this person's the killer when they're really not. Maybe they're just dressed inappropriately. I really think killing somebody in a costume, like wrongly killing somebody who's not a Ghostface killer. Like for instance, I think it would be really cool if we had characters in this movie who were like dressing up as Ghostface for Halloween, and then to have another character be like, dude, that's like really disrespectful, man. Like people really died from people dressed up like that. And they're like, whatever, you know, no big deal. And then they go out and they do that, and then Sam's running, getting chased by Ghostface. This dude just happens to be standing there, maybe smoking a cigarette or something in the Ghostface costume, and Sam just starts wailing on him, starts stabbing the shit out of him, you know? That would be fucking crazy, you know? That I could totally see something like that happening too, like a total misunderstanding, and then Sam goes to jail or some shit. Maybe she gets arrested, apprehended, or some shit. That would be crazy. I would be so down for something, just a left turn like that. A left turn like that would be awesome. Night Owl, thank you so much for the 5 pounds. I appreciate that a whole lot. We have some, can I just say, the creativity in this chat is just wonderful. I love talking theories with you guys so much. These are like my favorite streams to do. I'm seeing so many good ideas just from some of these comments. You guys are on fire tonight. Holy shit. Angie is saying, can you imagine a redemption of one of the past characters in these new movies, whether they were a side character or a villain? Ooh. I've talked about how a Stu redemption arc would be so interesting to me, to try to make you think that Stu's a good guy, but then to kill him at the end or something would be interesting if they were to bring him back. I wouldn't want them to just bring Stu back to bring him back. Like, I love Matthew Lillard, but if you're gonna bring him back, do something interesting with the character. Maybe they could do something like that with Jill even too. That would be kind of crazy. It would have to end with them sacrificing themselves though to save everybody else. That's the only way I feel like it could work. Because I don't like someone who does something that awful, like killing a bunch of people and their friends. It's like you just can't redeem someone like that, I would argue. So, but in that same breath, to have them go on some kind of redemption arc and sacrifice themselves, it doesn't make up for the wrongdoings that they did, but it kind of does. Not really, but it's like, okay, hey, that was cool. That last little thing they did there was cool, but I don't think they're really redeemed though. But still cool. Justice for Stu. Stu Train, baby! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah! I'm losing my mind over here. the stew just came in me. That's gross. I shouldn't have said that. Wasn't there a scene in Terrifier 2 where 2 characters talk about that? Yes, and that is totally what I stole that from. Stupid Fizz. Congrats. Congrats on pointing that out. Yes. Totally ripped off Terrifier 2 with that. But I'm kind of taking that in the new direction, right? Jonathan didn't actually dress up as Art the Clown at one point. We saw him with the makeup and all that. We saw him with he had like the fake hat, and Sienna like repaired it for him and all that. So we saw that, but we didn't actually see him dress up like the clown. If we saw someone actually dress up like Ghostface or something, and in this world that's regarded as basically being the equivalent of dressing up like Jeffrey Dahmer or some crazy shit like that, that could be interesting to see in this movie, and then to see them getting killed for doing something like that. It's definitely a take on morality, but nothing new for Radio Silence. Don't forget about their skit in VHS. That is a total play on morality. So I think that's what's so interesting about that they're skit in that first VHS. So if they were to play into that here, I'd be interested personally. Try that in a little different light. I think would be cool. Darth Vader was redeemed, and I always felt weird about that. Yeah, I agree. I do think that's kind of weird. I think there's like, if you do something so villainous and so awful, you just can't come back from that. You know, there's a point where it's like, nah, you're just evil. You know, you're just evil at this point. So, just the tip. That scene in Terrifier 2 had me rolling in my seat, hunched up like a total loser, covering the goods. I feel you, Austin. You know, even as a dude, that scene in the first Terrifier is still really hard to watch. I mean, fuck, Jesus, goddamn. But then this scene in Terrifier, which I know some more of us have seen. I won't spoil it, but fucking goddamn, it's like, yeah. Damien Leone, man, he just loves he loves something. That's all I'm gonna say. No, I love all the Terrifier people, by the way. That's not supposed to be a dig towards towards Damien. I love all those people involved. I'm just being silly, but fuck, man. God, Terrifier 2 was so good. It was so good. If you guys, it just got extended once again to be in 1,000 theaters this fucking upcoming weekend for Halloween. And I'm just so happy that this movie is doing so well. It's so well deserved, and I'm so happy that it's just going crazy. So really good stuff. If you guys have the opportunity, go check it out. I was with our lead actress for the movie last night. We were doing some voice work for the movie. And we were talking about it. She's like, "Oh, I missed it. Like, I don't think I'll be able to see it." And then literally we got the announcement today that it was going to 1,000+ theaters. And I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, I literally first thing I thought about was like send her a text message. I'm like, "Oh, you can still fucking see it." So that's so exciting to me. Terrifier 3 is coming. Can't wait. Probably. They made over 10 times their budget now. So if a Terrifier 3 doesn't happen, I would be shocked. I would be utterly shocked. We talking about Drewbert? Yes. She wants to see Terrifier 2, Matt, and they just extended it, so it's going to be in 1,000 theaters this week for Halloween, which is crazy shit. God, I'm so excited, so excited. Adding to my idea, maybe the final straw that pushes Sam to become Ghostface is someone killing Tara. That would be really emotional and serious, which is something this franchise needs. Yeah, this franchise has always thrived off of really emotional moments between the characters. You know, that's what makes this one so different. You know, from like the other slasher franchises, they're really emotional with the characters. It's weird because this franchise almost focuses more on the characters than the slasher villains themselves, and I think that's what's so great about it. So, can't wait to see it. Radley, thank you so much for watching the proof of concept for Red Right Hand. But Radley, Red Right Hand, the full version, comes out on December 20th, and we'll have the trailer up on the 31st. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'll tell you this, I'm glad you liked it, but the real movie makes the full movie makes that little short look like crap. Let me tell you, me and Matt are very proud of it. Matt is even here. What's up, Matt? How's it going? This is so huge for indie horror. I know, dude. It's crazy. Terrifier 2 is crazy, but yeah, me and Matt wrote and directed it. I'm really excited for you guys to see the full version. It's crazy. I've been keeping things a secret for a very long time, and I can't wait to talk about it with all of you in the new year, hopefully. So, can't wait. Speaking of the trailer, I got the thumbnail done. Matt, can you send that over to me so I can have it uploaded, ready to go for this upcoming Monday? Because yeah, the trailer is done. I'm very excited to very excited to post that. Matt, I know you probably shouldn't say this in the chat, but what did you think about the trailer? I know you just saw it for the first time recently. Let's just say that coloring is going to go a long way for the film. Yeah, the trailer, obviously the trailer is not colored. We don't have a finished movie yet. Not yet. We will soon, but yeah, coloring, we'll be able to do some more coloring and fancy shit with all of it soon. We have a fantastic editor, Andrew Oliver, who likes to sneak into my live streams, as he told me yesterday, and he says my opinion on the Blair Witch Project is abysmal, which was the first thing he said to me yesterday, which is so funny. So I don't think Andrew's here, but all the love to you, Andrew. That was so funny yesterday. First thing he said to me, he's like, "Jake, I don't think we can be friends anymore." And I'm like, "What's why?" He's like, "You don't like the Blair Witch Project." And I'm like, "You want to hear a hot take?" He's like, "What?" "I like the 2016 movie more." He's just like, get out of my face. I love Andrew. He's awesome. We only kid, of course. He's amazing. I love Andrew a lot. Very, very excited to be working with him on on the post-production stuff of the movie too. He's a fucking post-production wizard. He's amazing at all that shit. So can't wait to see what he does. I'll be talking about him in a video later this week too. He made this movie called The Camp, and he's turning that into a full-length movie too soon. I hope I get the pleasure of being able to work with him on that. That'd be awesome. So just excited for you guys to hear about all of our other filmmaker friends and some of their projects, which me and Matt are heavily involved in. So it's going to be exciting. All right, let's get back to the horror movie talk. Just a lot of exciting things to talk about lately, so I just had to get all that out. Oh, Stupid Fizz, you haven't seen Pearl yet? Oh, dude, highly recommended. It's amazing. Oh shit, you're gonna love Pearl. That's personally one of my favorites of the entire year. One of my favorite movies of the whole year. Stupid Fizz, you're gonna really like that. I think. I hate to keep calling you stupid. By the way, I think you're probably a really intelligent person, but that's just your screen name. Only being a silly little guy. So, Red Right Hand is certainly hard to watch at times. I mean that in a good way. It is. I was talking about that last night a little bit on Twitter. There's a particular scene that is going to make people throw up. I hope. I really hope. Extron Gaming is here. What's up, Extron? How's it going? Jake, do you like that Scream subverts horror tropes? For example, look at Sam's character. Other horror movies would have portrayed Sam as a killer for taking meds and having trauma. Scream, though, has her as a final girl. Yeah. No, I completely agree, Extron. I think that's what's so great about this franchise is they do so many different things. They turn horror tropes on their head more times often than not. And I think that's what's so fascinating about it. It also sometimes has some meta commentary, making fun of these tropes that are so overly played out. And I really only feel like a few of these movies have capitalized on that, where the first movie easily does it the best. So I'm hoping for that once again to be talked about here in the sixth entry. So I hope they put a bigger focus on that this time around, for sure. Like, I feel like 4 and a little bit of Scream 2022 and the first one are the only ones that really focus on that, like, with a crazy big focus. So hopefully we can see that once again here in 6, because I totally agree with you, Extron. This is one of my favorite parts of the franchise. I think that's what's so cool about it. It's a franchise for horror dorks. You know what I mean? That's what it's for. And that's why I love this franchise so much. All 5 movies are great in my opinion. I really do enjoy all of them. So I can't wait for 6, baby. Let's keep that consistency streak up, is what I say. So can't wait. Mr. Z is saying can't wait for Maxine. Fuck yes. Oh, Maxine is going to be awesome. Can't wait. This trilogy is shaping up to be something really special, knock on wood, because I need to start doing that when it comes to trilogies these days. So I have total faith in Ty West, though, considering what he's shown us with both Pearl and X from this year. But both incredible films. And I don't know, I'm so impressed with Mia Goth. I can't wait to see what she does with the future of Maxine. We got to see what else she could do with the character of Pearl. Now I'm really curious to see what she does with Maxine, now that Maxine's like this famous adult film actress, you know? So I just sent the thumbnail over and I included a note for you. Read that when you can. I shall. I like secret notes. Matt passes me notes. Ooh, I think he likes me. Ooh. Sorry, just being goofy. What the fuck is wrong with me? Night Owl, what's up? Saying, hot take, Dewey's death was inevitable. I am inevitable. He was kind of useless. Oh, he couldn't shoot a target. He never shot in the head. He always made bad choices. Damn. That is a white hot take there, my friend. I don't know how I feel about that. Dewey's like the heart of these films, though, you know? That's what's so great about his character. David Arquette's just always such a sweetheart. I don't know. I don't think he was useless. I don't think he was a pincushion for Ghostface sometimes, more times often than not. I can't argue with you there, but I don't know if he was useless because of that, though. I mean, he's a very important emotional piece to this plot puzzle, if that makes sense. And that's what I love so much about him. David Arquette's performance, too, is great. He's so silly. He's great in this role. I love him and Gail's banter, too, throughout some of the movies. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a tough one. Imagine Ghostface makes a torture chamber to torture his... Wow, Lisa. Damn. This is some Saw shit right here. Ghostface going John Kramer on us. Holy crap. Luckily, we have Tobin Bell back as Tobin Bell back as John Kramer in the Saw franchise. Oh, hate to go off topic for a bit here, but damn, that is real exciting shit. Damn, I cannot wait for Saw X. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one. You can only keep 3 characters alive after Scream 6. Who do you kill, Jake? Great question, Ben. I really think this is a likely scenario too, as I really think Scream 6 is going to be a bloodbath. Who's going to live? Who's going to die? I really think Sam's going to be alive. Gail's going to stay alive, and probably Tara. If I had to keep 3 alive, those would be my 3. I would say everybody else is going to die. And I don't think that's too far off from the truth, honestly. I feel like that there's no way we get 6 people surviving again. I don't see that happening. I really think it's going to be a fucking bloodbath. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nutty. This shit is going to have nuts in it. Let's just say that. That long fish is here. What's up, long fish? How's it hanging? Okay, so Chosen, I heard this. I haven't heard an official source confirm this, but I've heard rumor that Saw X takes place between 2 and 3. If that's the case, I'm all for it. I'm so down to have another movie where John Kramer is actually fucking alive. That would be fucking sick. If this is true, I am totally down for it. That would be awesome. But I don't know if this is confirmed yet, Chosen Vader. If it is, though, that's fucking awesome. Holy shit. I'd be losing my mind. Because that's a big thing. I don't think I want Saw X to, like, I kind of talked about in my video today. I'm like, listen, the plot for the Saw movies is so out the window at this point. Like, it doesn't even matter that much to me what happens in this new movie story wise. But I am excited for them to be bringing John Kramer back. Now, if this is a prequel movie, kind of that takes place between 2 and 3, that would be cool. I think that would be really cool. It would be cool just to see him alive again, doing something instead of just something he set up post-mortem to happen after his death or whatever. I'm kind of just sick of movies doing that. Some of the sequels doing that is. So I really want to see that happen personally, more than anything, since now it's confirmed John Kramer's coming back. Give us that movie instead of anything else. Omni, I agree. I need at least one of our black survivors to live. I really like Mindy. I know some people don't like Mindy, but I fucking love her as a character. I really would love her to live throughout this. I feel like Mindy has a better chance of surviving than even Tara does. I really feel like Tara may have a target on her back. So I feel like just killing one of the sisters in this movie would be so emotionally impactful, and to be that fall where, like, the Scream 5 is the rise, this one's the fall, the last one is the comeback. That's always, like, in my opinion, always the best way to set up these trilogy, just a trilogy in general. So if they were to do something like that, that'd be awesome. So I love Mindy. She's awesome. Jasmine Savoy Brown's great. Not to say that Mason Gooding's not great. It's because he's also phenomenal. But I feel like Chad's gonna die in this one. My spidey senses are tingling. Feel like Chad's not gonna make it through. But I would love for him to live to continue into 7. He's a great character. So both are great characters, actually. I love both of them a lot. Both of the Meeks Martins, I think, are great characters. So I also think it would be really cool if Mindy lives throughout this whole film, so that she can have that banter with Kirby, like we were talking about earlier. That is like, I'm almost so dead set on that if it doesn't happen, I'll be like a little disappointed. I'll be a little disappointed if we don't get some kind of banter between them, kind of having this meta fight for the Randy position. That's just so funny to me. I'm like, I really hope that happens. That would be awesome. So Mindy's a great character. Is there a whisper function on YouTube streams? Is that like a Twitch thing? Like a whisper function? I don't know what that is, Matt. I don't even know what that is. I'm crazy. I don't even know. What the hell do I know? There's like super chat stickers and all that shit. There's that. There is that. I don't even know what that is. So, maybe it's like a private chat thing. Whisper. I don't know. Connecting 1 and 2. I don't. What the fuck do I know? Whisper is a private message to another user. You can't do private messages if you're someone who's not on the thing. Matt, I can't tell in StreamYard, but are you a moderator? I don't know. I should make you a moderator if you're not. Austin is saying, I feel like Radio Silence will miss the opportunity to have Mindy and Kirby have a trivia fight. I just feel like that's such a missed opportunity if they don't have that. I'm like, that's the first thing I think about adding Kirby into the mix here. You got to have that. You got to have that. That's so interesting. That would be so interesting and so funny to watch. I could watch like 5 minutes of that and not be bored. That would be so interesting to me personally. You're thinking like a great storyteller. Rise, fall, rise again, birth, death, resurrection. Well, thanks, Omni. I appreciate that. That's you can't just keep having wins for characters. You know, that gets old fast. So no, I agree with that. I totally agree. Metal Redux is saying the wrench icon means I'm a mod, right? Yes, it does. Yes, it do, Mr. Wrenchman. How did Halloween Ends do box office wise? I don't get the Peacock release during the same time. Let's talk about this. This is actually kind of interesting. So I would accredit here's the thing. I mean, it's doing good for, a 30 million. It's doing decent for a $30 million movie. I believe it's made like 55 million if I'm remembering correctly, but it had an 80% drop off from week 1 to week 2, which is really not good. And I would accredit that to like a bunch of different things. I mean, that's, you're releasing this thing on streaming at the same time. That's just not a good idea. So that's definitely part of it. The negative reception to the film, I would argue, is definitely a part of it. There's a lot about that film that I feel like it is the reason why it's going to be the least successful of the whole trilogy. But I'm fucked. I don't even know if it's going to cross 100 million anymore. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, shit. Let me find some numbers and I'll get back to you because I'm not 100% sure about how much money it's made in total right now. The last I heard, I remember it was like 50 some. So it opened to a respectable 41 million, only to drop more than 80% this weekend. So it's still not giving me a total. Let's look this up. Halloween Ends box office performance. Give me them BO numbers, and no, I'm not talking about bad odor. What the fuck am I saying? All right, here we go. This is a whole article about a bunch of crazy shit. Oh, come on. Hit me with that number. Hit me with them numbers, baby. Hit me with them numbers. Yeah, it's just telling me about the weekends. You're not giving me anything here. You're not giving me anything. You're just giving me a fucking... All these articles are just telling me how it did in the past weekend. I'm like, that's great. That's awesome. But I want to know about how it's doing right now. All right, well, I'll give you a better update in a second. But I'm not... This is going to be boring watching some dude just stream through the internet looking for answers. But to my knowledge, it's not doing as hot as the last 2 entries, just from what I've read. What's up, Tori? How's it going? Hey. How's it hanging? Jake, what are your thoughts on a Scream anthology series? Something that doesn't interfere with the Scream timeline, but gives the chance to tell stories like the cult of Ghostface and Marine's murder. I'm so down for that. I actually think that would be really cool to explore those things. Me and Matt have even had conversations about that. I think that would be sick, actually. I would be totally down for that. There's so many ideas. There's like, this is like this whole franchise is like a sandbox. There's so much shit you could do with this idea. The idea of a masked killer, it could be anybody. There's so much you could do with that. And then also to have some horror commentary on there as well. There's so much. Like there's so much they could do. They could make endless Scream films, in my opinion. I really don't think that's too crazy to even suggest. It's such a good idea for a horror film. So it would be really cool if Ghostface got away with everything for once. Could be a recurring villain. Ooh, I like that idea, Matt. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Insane in the membrane, as they say. Would it be cool if the Ghostface killer actually wins and survives in this movie? Because usually the Ghostface killer dies at the end. Your thoughts, Jake? Once again, a great idea. Yes, absolutely. I love that idea. The reveal for Scream 5 fucking shocked me. Me too. I was blown away, literally and figuratively, by the Amber reveal. Fuck, man. Crazy shit. I know. Bam! Oh! That's one of my favorite, like, top 10 scenes of the year. That's up there somewhere. So I love that. Buff Snake, I agree. I don't want to put that on the screen yet, as it's a huge Terrifier 2 spoiler. I know more people have probably seen it, but yes, I thought that was fucking awesome. So, what's the word about Sam and Tara's mother? Is she gonna be in it? And not as much as Miss Loomis. I kind of hope she's not in it. I don't really know what her mom could do to further the story. You know, that's my big thing about it. She's kind of just like a side character that was mentioned briefly in the last movie. I just don't see the point of putting her in this movie. Maybe as a red herring to think she's going to be the killer. Like, oh, they're going to copy Scream 2. That's, of course, where this is going. And then it ends up not being her. Okay, I'm down for that. But I just, like, even the existence of her in this movie would have me worried personally. Because I'd be like, fuck, they're totally going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to make the mom character the killer again. Damn. I don't know. I kind of hope she's not in it personally. But I've seen a lot of people say they want to see her in this movie. So, hell yeah. So we have talked about a little bit about this, Anthony. There's a lot of rumors saying that we get something this Thursday. There's some rumors we get something on Halloween, so that would be cool. I feel like it's a little early. I personally feel like it's a little early for them to start like giving us like footage for it. Don't forget, for Scream 5, we didn't see footage for that movie until like 3 months before, and we're currently 5 months out. So I don't think we're going to see footage from it this month. I could see like us getting a bit of marketing. Like maybe they start ramping up the social media presence a little bit. We get some new tweets, maybe some posters or something. I think that is definitely in the realm of possibility for sure. But I really doubt we get like I really doubt we get footage this early. I don't know. I feel like that would be I feel like that wouldn't make sense marketing wise personally. Unless they have this grand, crazy marketing campaign I don't know about. I mean, Anthony, we've been shocked by the marketing before. I mean, Scream 5's marketing, holy shit. They went above and beyond. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for sure, but I don't think it's gonna happen personally. Night Owl says, I sent you a vid of my Scream cereal on IG. Hell yeah. Oh, I remember hearing about this. It's like the fucking cherry shit or whatever the fuck. It's like red. I remember it's red. Strawberries and Scream. That's what it was. See? It all came back to me. The puns always help. The puns always help. That's awesome though. Hell yeah. I'll have to check that out after the stream. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have some of that. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the £2. I appreciate that, Night Owl. Thank you. Oh yeah. But yeah, and I'll say this, even though I doubt we get any footage from the new Scream this month or even next month, I want to get new footage. I'll let me stress that. I would love to get some fucking footage for it right fucking now. That would be great, but that would be awesome. But I don't think it's happening. Lightning Ghost is throwing $2 in there. Thank you so much. Saying, what is this Halloween petition? Are they serious? I don't know if they're serious, but to me, just the existence of a petition saying to remake a movie is just kind of shit to me. I really don't. I'm not a fan of that at all, as I expressed in my video. Listen, I wasn't a fan of Halloween Ends, but that doesn't mean we should petition them to remake the movie because it was so bad. That's just like so shitty. To me, I don't know. I don't care for that at all. Listen, there was a motivation behind the choices in Halloween Ends. Love it or hate it. We learned that from a new interview. It just seems like to me, David Gordon Green didn't want to make 3 Halloween movies. That's the only thing I'm taking away from that interview, really. And that's as a creative, I respect it. I personally, if I was in that position, I would do anything. I would love to make a Halloween film, and let alone 3 of them. I would lose my mind if Blumhouse came to me and said, "Here, plan a trilogy of Halloween films." And for him to be kind of, I don't know, for him to be like, whatever about that is just kind of whack to me. But in that same breath, petitioning them is just really fucking stupid and really toxic. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that at all, which sucks. I hope they're not serious. And even if they are, who cares? Like, fuck that is what I say. So, Lighting Ghost, thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. I hope, I hope that just kind of gets swept under the rug, because that whole thing is insane to me. Jarrett is throwing $5 in there. Jarrett, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I haven't seen you yet hanging out in here, so welcome. Saying it would be cool if Sam and Tara's mom would be killed at the beginning of 3, and it's a superstar like Jennifer Lopez, and that brings them back home. Ooh. Have the 3rd one in Woodsboro again. Okay, but have it be a little different this time around. What is Sam and Tara's relationship to the townsfolk of Woodsboro? Maybe even we could focus on that. That could be kind of cool. Hey, that's interesting to me. I'd be down for that. And I do like the idea of having the superstar opening again. But once again, I feel like they're not pulling the wool over our eyes to harp on something we talked about earlier. If they are to do the superstar at the very beginning of the movie, I remember there's all these rumors about Selena Gomez being the opening scene of the last one. If they were to do something like that again, they'd have to do it in a way that's not like, hey, we're tricking you into thinking this character is going to be the lead role. That's just simply not going to work, obviously. And now that we have a running story through 5, 6, and a potential 7, if they are to do the superstar at the beginning, though, what they should do is just give me a fucking, like, a crazy brutal kill of this huge actress or someone like Jennifer Lopez like that, because that would just be so shocking and insane, you know? So no, I totally feel you where you're coming from there. That would be cool. Another Woodsboro set Scream film. That's another thing that I'm on the fence about, because I'll tell you what, Jared, I'm really excited to see Scream in New York. Like the setting is definitely a big attraction for me with this new one. So if they're to do Woodsboro again, I would hope that they do it in a way that feels different. Like focusing on the townspeople a little more or something. That could be cool. If there's anything I'll credit the new Halloween films for doing, is that I think they put a really good focus on the townsfolk of Haddonfield playing such a big, important part to the story. So that could be cool happening in Scream, with the townsfolk being like really pissed off that this has happened so many times in their town. They're like, I've had enough. Fuck Ghostface. You know, like that could be kind of cool. Jared, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I also really like that idea too. So thank you. Do the studios get some incentive for releasing it to streaming on Peacock? Sounds counterproductive to sacrifice your box office numbers. It is counterproductive, but the reason they do it is to like post up their fledgling streaming services. I mean, before Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends went there, Peacock was kind of a joke. Don't forget. I think people nowadays have a higher regard for it, and in the long run, they may make more money on it, which is why they're doing this. But it really hurts the filmmakers, which is what sucks about it. Halloween Ends would be doing so much better at the box office right now if it didn't do what they did with the Peacock stuff, which I don't know. That just sucks that they would do that, because however you feel about David Gordon Green, I think it's not fair that he's not getting the highest potential for his movie that he made. So that kind of sucks. Once again, I'm also not the biggest fan of Peacock. It's getting better, you know, for sure. That's without an argument. I think their catalog's definitely come a little bigger, especially in Halloween season. They have a lot more horror films on there, especially, which is nice. But I just think that I don't know. It's weird that they're sacrificing movie performance just to put up these get more subscribers to their thing. It's a weird sacrifice. I don't love it. It hurts the filmmakers. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. Christopher Landon went on a fucking tangent about that on Twitter, which I agree with every point he made. It really hurts the filmmakers, and for whatever projects they move on to next. You know, people are going to look at that. They're not going to consider the Peacock angle to it. They're just going to be like, well, this movie didn't make as much money as your previous two, so clearly you're falling off. That's what other people are going to think when they're going to hire directors, and I feel like that's a little unfair for David Gordon Green. So that kind of sucks. Once again, despite how you feel about the movie, they still made a movie. Like, it's really fucking difficult to make a movie just in the first place. So if you've made a movie, I respect the fuck out of you. Let me tell you, a good or bad one, you still made a movie, and that's fucking impressive. So I think however you feel about that movie, it's still impressive. They made 3 Halloween films in 4 years. So I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. It's a tough hot take, I would say. Oh, all right. Well, Mr. Jake is losing his voice here. Holy crap. So I think I'm going to peace out, everybody. But oh my God, it was so much fun talking killer theories with you guys. I can't fucking wait for Scream 6 coming March 31st of next year. Holy shit, March to April of next year is going to be crazy, man. I can't wait. I love talking with all of you guys so much. Thank you for all the support tonight as well. It was such a blast talking with you guys. And, you know, as always, don't forget to kill it out there. And also, there's going to be a lot of news this week. A lot of news on Red Right Hand and some behind the scenes shit. It's going to be great. You'll see all that momentarily. So, peace out, guys. Have a